Hello Year 10, this is a tutorial on the home learning expectations for geography. So throughout this tutorial I'm going to introduce you to what we expect, the work you should have been doing during lockdown, and the work that you've done in Year 9, 10 and what you're going to look forward to in Year 11. So here's some of the topics that you studied in Year 9 and should remember. Coastal landscapes in the UK, which was an in-depth study of the human and physical processes that shaped our coastline. Resource management, looking at the UK's food, looking at the UK's water, looking at the UK's energy and where we get those resources from. And then also an in-depth study of the world's energy supplies and what's the future for those. And also glaciated landscapes in the UK and how the physical and human processes have shaped the upland areas. So look at the content that we studied in Year 10, the challenge of the natural hazards. We looked at tectonic hazards, weather hazards and climate change within that topic. The living world, where we studied rainforests and hot deserts and looked at how the human interactions are affecting these environments. And then lockdown began and we reached the urban issues and challenges topic. Now recent work has been set on the urban issues and challenges topic and work in the future is going to be on that. So it's vitally important that you are looking at that work, looking at those tutorials and completing it and sending it to your teacher. Now we're in a very strong position for Year 11. We have one topic remaining, the changing economic world, which has a look at the dynamic nature of the world's economy and the UK's economy. And then we'll move on to revision sessions to cover the urban challenges topic and all the topics that you studied in Year 10 and Year 9. And that leaves you then with your exams in June 2021. So here's some things that we've expected you to do and what we need you to do. Task 1 is to watch the online tutorial. You can find it on this link here or on the Carmanor e-learning website under Year 10 and Geography. Once you've done that, Task 2 is to take the quiz. The link is in the tutorial or next to the tutorial on the e-learning website. Make sure you're writing your full name so your class teachers know who's doing the quizzes. Then Task 3, using the tutorial as information, reading the information from the work packs that are going out, then look at the exam questions and then answer them on paper or in the exercise books that you've been given and send the work to your teacher at the geographyteacher@carmanor.org email address. So here's a bit of guidance on how to answer a 9-mark question. So if you just read the question here. So, what you need to do first of all is step 1, bug the question, box the command word which is justify. You underline keywords, NEE, LIC, problems, benefits, Rio de Janeiro. Step 2 is to glance at the question and annotate it. Any key facts, any key figures, any key information that you know of that could help you answer this question, annotate around it. Step 3 is then to start answering the question, answering and writing your response. Now justify means that you need to weight the argument. If you're choosing yes, you agree with the statement, you need to have more for the argument than there is against the argument, and vice versa if you choose no. In step 4, it says use the figure. So you must refer to the figure. You must put in there, make sure you're building the examiner's confidence by saying, in figure 1, I can see, and talk about it in part of your response. And remember that for the command words such as justify, to what extent, assess, discuss, examine, and evaluate, it needs a conclusion so it can reach the top marks or even reach the level 2 above half marks. So here's an example of bug and bugging the exam question. The command word justify has been boxed and the keywords have been underlined. Then I've glanced at the question and now I'm annotating it. And annotating it with key facts that I know about Rio de Janeiro and about the problems and about the benefits. So I'm formulating an argument. Now what you might want to do is pause this video here and have a go at answering this question and use either your own book, your own notes, or use the notes that I've put on here for you. So here's some extension resources if you've completed the online tutorials, done the quizzes and completed the work packs that are coming out every 2 weeks. What you could do then is initially we sent out some GCSE questions, a large work pack resource. You could answer those questions or answer them through note taking, looking for gaps in your knowledge and sending that to your class teacher who will then feed back to you and be able to give you lots of advice of how you could answer that question maybe better or where you're missing gaps in your knowledge. There's also the BBC Bite Size website. They have an AQA GCSE geography section. It's great for a revision tool. Same for Time for Geography, watching the videos about how coastal landscapes are formed, how glaciated landscapes are formed, and about tectonic hazards as well. And then this Seneca Learn, or Seneca Revision. It's based on the AQA GCSE Geography and it gives you information about each topic, and after each little subtopic it quizzes you on your knowledge. So keep up the great work Year 10 and look forward to you sending your work in to your geography teachers.